Hello everyone, my name is Jelson Joseph and I've made a project called Football Intelligence Assistant and I will explain how it works, okay? So let's start. Here, uh, the goal of this project is to input a query about football and the LLM will respond it. And we made this project to understand LangChain concepts. So first let's get some things clear. What is LangChain? LangChain is an open source framework that makes it easier for developers to build LLM applications. What is LangGraph? LangGraph is a tool from LangChain designed to build complex, reliable AI agents by structuring diverse graphs, flowcharts. Simple difference: LangChains, linear, LangGraphs, branches. That's the main difference. LangGraph is more powerful than LangChain. That's it. Links is a way to turn complex data like words, which in our case is the use here, to a long list of numbers called a vector. This why vector DB is the most used word that computers can understand because computers cannot understand words. Next is what is inference in AI? Inference in AI can be said this where is a process of is the process where a trained AI model uses its knowledge to make predictions, decisions, or generate content. In our cases, it is generate content, okay, based on new unseen data. And next one is what is streaming? Streaming is a technique where the LLM model sends the output to us text by text or token by token as it is being generated, rather than waiting for the entire answer to be finished. To improve user experience, basically, that's the main thing. Okay. So the flow goes here. Now there is now once user inputs text uh, through a chat UI, it goes to the FastAPI backend. That is an interface between the AI system and the user fronted, and it goes to the LangGraph route. Okay, LangGraph route here. It is where it branches in three sections. One is direct LLM response. Second is tool use. Third is RAG. Okay. Uh, so here direct LLM response it gives from existing knowledge base. Tool response, if we enter specific keywords about players, we can get stats about that. Or third is RAG. If we ask the LLM to search from its knowledge base, we have to mention its knowledge base. It will search the football notes, which was converted into embeddings using a local chroma vector storage. Okay, it will then give us the final answer saying which route it took also, and we can toggle the response as streaming or non-streaming. Okay, so that's basically the simple workflow. Six main concepts of LangChain used are prompt templates, which gives identity to the identity and instructions to LLM. Memory for remembering the conversation. We remember that LLM by nature is stateless, so in order to it would not remember the even one line of conversation we had before. We have to send everything in one whole stack for it to remember and record. Third is tool use, calling external functions. Fourth is RAG, retrieves knowledge from football nodes. Fifth is LangGraph for routing. Six is streaming. Okay, I'll show it in action. Yeah, so here it is the thing. I will ask it to answer hello. It is giving a streaming response, but streaming response is on. If I turn it off, tell me about football. It will dump everything all at once. See, it dumped everything all at once. Okay, and the route it took was direct. No tool use was required. It is answered from its existing knowledge base. Okay, now suppose I tell me about Jude Bellingham. Uh, okay, then it will refer to the exact keywords here. Yeah, so see, Harry Kane is a professional footballer who plays for Bayern Munich as a striker with 24% 9 assists in 260 to 640 minutes of play. It is referring to its tool use, okay? It's calling an external function, and here is the source where it is referring. If I tell it to tell me about Kylian Mbappe, it will not trigger tool use because the data set of players who were by which tool use was sorry this so the data set where the through which tool use was used to call player's name among those Kylian Mbappe was not there. Okay, that's why it will say it will give answer about Kylian Mbappe from his existing knowledge base, but not it will not include tool use. Let's see. See, it is telling from its existing knowledge base, okay? No tool use was used. Now, if I tell it to ask about you mean Lamine Yamal, it won't know about him because its cutoff knowledge is till December 2023, okay? And of course, no knowledge, no tool use, no keywords exist for this guy. Couldn't find information, no tool use, okay? Now, tell me about a single view. I'll explain the code behind it in a second using the nodes. I have to trigger nodes here to use nodes here to trigger for exact keyword matching here. Here, see the route use was rack, okay? And here's the response. Let's see the code. So here's the code here. See, it the rack was being referred from these football nodes as simple MD file where I gave about single pivot, white overloads, counter pressing, and high pressing teams. So it is asking from here, okay? And second is about sample data. Here, 4 players' name was given: Erling Holland, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, and Jude Bellingham. Suppose if I had mentioned players about other than this, like Kylian Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, it will either answer from its existing knowledge base, or if it doesn't have knowledge, it will not answer. Okay, that is what I was saying. And here's the chat. See here the graph. Yeah, we have to trigger these exact keywords like Kane, Saka. I wasn't unsure of Bellingham name, so I pivoted to Kane. And I have to mention nodes to invoke rack route and player's name. So yeah, that's basically it. I will just upload this so you can test it by yourself and see, learn from this project. And last thing was about a memory. Memory is we use a simple Python dictionary keyed by session ID, okay? And with roles, user and assistant. So that's the key thing about memory. Yeah, so that's basically it. And yeah, one more thing was regarding providers, which keys we use. We use Rook as inference provider and Gina embeddings v3 as the embedding model for converting words into vectors. So thank you for watching.